This is my hair journey video, everyone. This is little me before relaxers or anything else touched my hair, but my texture was never really tightly coiled or kinky. I think by the time I was 11 it was probably down to my elbows, but it was never very tight. So I got a relaxer at 12 because I begged my parents, but it never really got much longer than this picture. This was about armpit length, probably a little shorter. And I tried different things to kind of change it up, but it was never really that healthy. It was really dry, and of course I was in love with curling irons and blow dryers and lots of damage. So with the help of my sister, I started my healthy hair journey. It was pretty short in the front, right at my collarbone. Wasn't really feeling it this day. And even after using a curling iron, it was only armpit length. And yeah, it wasn't curled at all. So for my healthy journey, I started protective styling. Lots of accessories, bobby pins. I had to find new bobby pins that wouldn't rip my hair out because the variety I was using didn't work very well, but I was still relaxing every 10 weeks. Added little flowers to it and whatever else I could to make it interesting. This was one of my favorites. I started in college using crayons. I had to air dry it, but it was so short that I could just sleep on it and it didn't really hurt. And I loved the way it looked, but I didn't do it very often. A lot of people thought it was very drastically different, but I did roller sets. Not the most adept at doing roller sets, especially on a wet set. It's kind of hard for me to do. But it was different, it looked like I had lots of body and length, and I tried a flat twist out. Not very good at flat twist outs or cornrows or anything like that, and it was an epic fail. But around July, I was a little bit past armpit length, and it was pretty healthy. It's pretty shiny hair. And comparing the two, I think it looks better. This is just after blow drying it. I moved on to using flexi rods, and about 8 weeks post is when I took this picture. And it was just something different. I wanted to see how it would look because it was too long for crayons, and then I realized that I loved my texture. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And of course, most of my hair was relaxed, but the texture that was growing in was awesome. So I decided to not relax again. My last relaxer was November 27th of 2012. I did roller sets and liked the way that looked. I would air dry it and then roller set, and then if I just air dried it and combed it, brushed it out, then I could do whatever I wanted with it. Always did protective styling, lots of pins, lots of accessories, flexi rod set every once in a while when I wanted to be glamorous, but it took forever. But I did love the texture. It was just so fun to see the little curls sprouting out of my head, and my sister had this idea to do henna, and it was natural. It wasn't going to alter my hair or anything. It's going to straighten it. So laid down the paper and took some before shots. This is my brown hair. No product at all. I had just freshly washed it. And then adding the henna kind of added a little auburn touch to it, which was really cool. And I really love the color. I know it's permanent, but I actually did it because of all the strengthening effects it has. Bantu knots were our second favorite protective styling. I really like the way that looks. And it's a little less time consuming. But I love the length retention I've got from my healthy hair journey, and now that it's turned into a transition, I've been doing other things. I wanted to get to 1 year without cutting it off, and so I decided to do a Senegalese twist because I was really frustrated with the way my hair looked. The two textures were driving me nuts, so I decided I'll put it away and hide it for a little bit. And I made my first YouTube video, which you guys are probably familiar with, my takedown. If you go to my channel, you'll find it there, but I just showed everyone how I take down my Senegalese twists, and I really love the results. It's been over a year, and I'm very happy with the texture of my hair. I'm enjoying the length, but these are a few texture shots. November 2013. It's about 2 weeks after I took out the twists. But you can kind of see the color, but I love the thickness and the texture and the waves, and just how it is different. In the back it's kind of loose, the very crown it's very tight, and in the front it's about in between. But watching it grow and working with it is I learned a lot about how my hair reacts, especially in the dry climate that I live in. This is right below bra strap length, but as you can see, the ends needed to be cleaned up a little bit. It is the same day after those texture shots, so I trimmed it and played in it a little bit, so that's the end results. But comparing my hair over the course of a year or so, it's nice to see the progress, and I'm excited to be transitioning. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that this inspires somebody or inspires you to continue on your healthy hair journey, whatever it may be. Thanks, guys. Bye.